Welcome back to the Silver Lining, where it's no filler, no fluff, but we keeps it a buck. And today we're going to be reacting to what happened on the Grammys. For those who didn't see, I will link in the description below. We made predictions for what was going to happen at the Grammys, and we watched it, and things went how they went. And I got Kurt back in the building with me. How's it going, brother?
You know what it is, man. I'm always up on the silver lining. I got my hood on, so you know I'm putting the hood on, man. This, let's get
No,
it.
no doubt, man. So before we even get started, man, I have to say I have to present you with your flowers, man, because you pretty much called this pretty much to the T. I mean, honestly, like you pretty much called it. You said Not Like Us is going to win for every single thing it was nominated for, and it did exactly that. I think we both called Cowboy Carter's album of the year. Nailed that one.
Hmm.
I think the only thing you missed was what did you say for rap album? Well, you wanted Doechii, so I'm not. Did
Doechii,
you? Yeah, you said
Doechii.
you
Yeah,
wanted.
I wanted
Yeah,
Doechii to win it, but I thought somebody else
M.
was gonna
You
win it.
thought M was gonna. You thought M.
I probably
Um,
did say M. Yeah, but I wanted Doechii to win it.
yeah, man. So you know what? Since we're there, let's just go ahead and start there, man. How pumped were you to see Doechii get that, man?
Bro, I didn't think she was gonna get it, bro. Oh my God, I was so excited, bro. Because bro, the reason why I like the fact that Doechii won it, it's a rhetoric out here for females in the industry that they gotta look a certain type of way, they gotta dress a certain type of way. You know what I mean? They gotta sell a certain amount of sex, and just to see I ain't gonna lie, she do got sex bars on her album. But what I'm saying is she's not selling sex. She's selling creativity, she's selling individuality, and she's very potent lyricist along with all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's a very potent lyricist. And like I say, bro, in the NBA, you win a championship with a pick and roll, the whole league run a pick and roll. In the NFL, Lamar Jackson ran RPO, made everybody run RPO when it works. So when people are at the top, it's always a trickle down effect. And I'm hoping that with Doechii winning album of the year, and you think about the subject matter of our album, it would make a lot more females say, man, I ain't gotta shake my ass and show skin. I can just be me and be an individual and be recognized for it. So I was, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That was the one. That was the one for me. That's crazy that we started here and you said, go ahead and do your thing for the Doechii. Because that was the one. When she won that shit, bro, I jumped up. I was happy. I told my man, yo, roll up, roll up. You know what I'm saying? Roll one up for Doechii because she just won, bro. Like I was so excited because it feels good to see a female get rewarded strictly off of her creativity, man.
Yeah, and I
For
heard
sure.
her acceptance speech was terrific, man. Like that was
What?
that was powerful, man. Like she killed that. Like I was really pleased to hear that. And her performance was crazy as well, man. Like I would honestly say like for like in terms of like the performance of the night, it's like neck and neck between her and Chaperone. I think they both body bagged it on the
No,
stage. Like they
Chaperone. I'm sorry. Chaperone got it. I'm sorry.
got it. I thought it
Chaperone
was
got it,
close. I thought it
bro.
was
She
close.
got it, bro.
Yeah, she killed that,
She
man. Her
got it. I'm
performance was
sorry.
amazing,
She
man.
killed
Like
that
that,
shit.
and like it shit. It reminded me of like some old school Janet Jackson shit, bro. Because she was performing that live and she was dancing, so you could kind of hear her like kind of sort of out of breath when it got to the, but she was still killing it, man. So yeah, that was amazing. That was a hell of a performance, man. So shout out to Chaperone, man. She killed that.
She killed that. She smoked it.
She
But
did, man.
get back to Doechii.
Yeah.
Getting back to Doechii, man.
Mhm.
Like, and Rhapsody also was nominated.
Yeah.
Also,
She won. She won. She
so
won.
it's like, yeah, that's how. Well, but what I'm saying is, we see like females getting recognition for not shaking their ass, bro.
Mhm.
And it just made me feel so good, especially for Rhapsody. Doechii, that's my girl. I'm rocking with her. But Rhapsody been around for years, bro. She been around for a minute, bro. Like maybe 4 or 5 years. Rhapsody been around, and for her to like to finally be getting her recognition, like to actually like be recognized on a public platform. Like, because real hip hop fans and fans of lyricism, we know who Rhapsody is, but the rest of the world didn't. And like you say, like when they win a Grammy, it makes somebody say, "Oh shit, this chick Rhapsody won a Grammy. I don't even know who she is. Let me listen to her." Damn, Doechii won Rap Album of the Year for Alligator Bites Stone Hill. Let me listen to it.
Mhm.
And when these people go to listen to this music for the first time, or listen to these artists for the first time, they're going to hear lyricism that true hip hop fans that love the rap for what it truly is, we can appreciate it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just happy to see, especially Doechii, because I just knew she wasn't going to win it, yo. Oh my God, she deserved it so bad. And I just knew she wasn't going to win. But they gave it to her. The Grammys got it right. And shout out to the Grammys because they actually got a lot. They're not like us. We can talk about that another time. But they actually got majority of the shit right. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't too many things that happened that I was surprised about. I should say that. Like when Kendrick lost to what's the white boy that was rapping?
Macklemore.
This is my moment. Macklemore. When he
Macklemore.
lost to Macklemore, that was a fucking
Yeah.
surprise to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't none of them. Everything that
Yeah.
happened in this Grammy was like, all right, I can live with that. Oh, okay, she won. Okay, okay, he won that. Okay, I'm cool with that. So, and like I said, to see these young women get the respect, man, that was huge, man.
Yeah. I agree. Now, I don't know, but they got everything right. Yeah, I do agree that there wasn't like that crazy like whoa what like crazy surprise. Everything was fairly expected. I will say I did not expect Not Like Us to get Song of the Year. Like when we were talking about it, I very much thought that it would get Record of the Year. I thought Record of the Year was going to be between Not Like Us and Espresso. I thought that was the two songs that represented 24. So I thought they had a good shot there. But when they got the Song of the Year, I didn't think they were going to give him that just because it's a songwriters award. So it was, you know, we're giving him like you think about the songs that won Song of the Year before. I talked about it before. Like Billie Eilish won it last year for that what was I made for song, which was a very well written song about it was taking the perspective of the dolls in the Barbie movies. It was on the Barbie soundtrack, so it was a very well written
Right,
song. Then the year before
right.
that, Bonnie Raitt had a song. Again, it's you should listen to it. It's a tearjerker, but it's really dope. It's a really well written song, man. I think before that it was Leave the Door Open. Um, ah, Silk
Leave
Sonic.
the door
Yeah, yeah. Very
open.
beautiful, smooth written
Anderson
song.
Pack, Anderson
Yeah, and
Pack,
yeah,
move
yeah,
Bruno Mars.
yeah. So it's like
Mhm.
those are you know what I mean? Like those were songs that were like very well written. I didn't expect Not Like Us to get that just because are we really co-signing like the lyrics of that song? Like are we doing that? Like it just that surprised me. It definitely that was the one where I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. So that was that
So
was
is
probably the
that?
surprise of the night.
I'm not gonna say I'm surprised by it. Like I didn't think it would win. I didn't think it would win, but I'm not surprised by it because it just goes to show you the day and age that we live in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That song, yo, that's not even a top five song in the entire battle. But controversy, like sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, conflict is very relevant in today's society, and especially in our media. And it's a song about a black man shitting on another black man. I'm sorry, a black man shitting on a half black man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Of
yeah,
course they going, you know, but the day and age that we in, everything get blown up, and this got blown up like
yeah,
like people are calling this the greatest diss track ever now because it won all those Grammys. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's fair, you know. But if Nas would drop Ether right now, that make me believe that if J drop Takeover right now, they would have been nominated for Grammys. This tracks was just like this track, even with amongst hip hop fans, this
right,
tracks always had a step aside. That's why you never
right,
really heard diss tracks on albums.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because diss tracks was something else. We would just say this is a great album, but he dissed Joe over
Right.
here. You know what I'm saying? So for a diss track to get that much respect, I don't know, cuz. I don't know,
Yeah.
cause like I say, it is better diss tracks in this battle.
Right. Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree.
Like,
I
so it's
agree.
like, uh,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
bro, it's not
And
like, so it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
agree. Yeah, and look, we're gonna do because Stan wants to get on in the conversation. We're gonna do a video. We're probably gonna come out maybe Saturday or Sunday and really like
okay,
dissect how we should feel about this song winning the award. Like let's really like dive in and not like us and how we should feel about it. I think it's a lot of angles to go there. So
it
we'll
is.
definitely get on that. We'll definitely get on that. Um, Overall, how did you feel about the show overall? Because I don't know, man. For me, it was a good show. I did enjoy it. But like, damn, bro. Like, wow, it was at the midnight, bro. Like, come on, yo. Like, can we get this show moving? Like, it just felt like it just was stalling at points. So I was like, come on, bro. Like, just like
I
let's
felt like
keep.
I felt they definitely paid some bills. They definitely paid some bills that night. You
Oh,
know how they say they
yeah,
keep the show
yeah,
going to pay bills. They definitely paid bills because y'all remember the Grammys would be going off and the news would be coming on, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the news used to come on at 10 o'clock, bro. I'm looking up, it's like 12:10, like whoa, 11:30, like whoa. We not even at the album of the years, the last
yeah,
and we're not even there yet. Like, what are we doing here? We're not even close to that. But I felt like last year it was a lot of satanic shit going on last year. A lot of crosses, a lot of fire, a lot of snakes and shit. Like this year was just like this was more of the more like happy go lucky type Grammy. Like it was a great vibe in the room. Like it just felt like.
yeah,
And years past, it just felt like everybody was looking at each other like, shit, I hope she don't win. Shit, I hope he don't win. Shit, I hate that nigga don't win. And my homeboy said something to me. He was like, bro, these motherfuckers look so happy. And my homeboy looked at me. He said, that's because, and I probably shouldn't say this, but it was certain rappers that weren't there that was normally would be there. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling. It just felt like an elephant was lifted in the room. Like everybody was just rooting for each other. Like everybody was just happy for each other. Like, okay, she won. Good job.
yeah,
I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? It's normally like, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that nigga, man. I should have won that. It wasn't none of that. It just felt like everybody was actually happy to be there, like it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like stressful to go to the Grammys,
yeah,
right? It shouldn't be like we've had people fighting, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B fighting. We had Killer Mike get arrested and all type of shit.
yeah,
Like it was
yeah,
just like it just seems like the whole vibe of the Grammys. Now I don't think it was in terms of the performance. You know, we've had years where like performance after performance after performance after performance. Like Doechii and Chaperone, they had the two best performances, but there's years that they couldn't even have gotten on stage, bro. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Where you got Janet performing, then you got Madonna perform. So if we want to just go by the performances, it was above average. Out of scale of 1 to 10, I give it maybe a 7.5 to an 8. Okay, but the vibe of the room though, it just seemed like everybody was so happy. Like, and it was like a genuine happy too. It was like a
yeah,
genuine joy. Like, so if I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10 overall, I would say it's about because I'm number one. I did the performances was cool, but I didn't quite disagree with. Like, I wasn't shocked by none of the nominations and the winners. The presenters did a great job, but if I had to scale it from 1 to 10, I give it a solid 8, 1 to 10.
okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Um, Going back to the performances, so your girl Sabrina Carpenter, man, what did you think? What do you think of the performance?
But
You ain't like it?
I don't want to say nothing bad about her because I just became a fan of her. But I thought it was mid. It was a bit mid, Like, I don't know, maybe that's how she performed. But for
Yeah,
me, I just found Sabrina Carpenter like since we
Yeah,
were covering the Grammys and I had to listen to her music. So seeing her perform, I was like, hell yeah, I'm about to see her perform. And then after the performance, I was like, okay, that was it was it wasn't trash, but I'm gonna just say
yeah,
it was mid. It was average. It was average
yeah.
performance.
I thought
Yeah.
it was okay. I thought it was kind of funny. I thought she has a funny, quirky touch to it. I thought it was okay. I
Yeah,
yeah,
but that
I
goes to the
will.
vibe of the room, though. That funny, quirky feel.
It
That was the
did.
vibe of the room. That
It
performance
was.
is definitely the vibe of the room.
It
Yeah,
was. It was. So I gotta be honest, man. I was quite disappointed with our girl's performance, man. Billie Eilish, 'cause she opened the show, and I
I,
don't know, man. I don't know if like her, it felt like the sound was off. I don't know if her mic was turned up enough, but it just didn't. It didn't hit, man. It did not hit, and that was the opening performance. I was like, dang, Billy. I was sad about that, man. I wanted her to kill that.
see, the thing about Billie Eilish is, bro, like her energy didn't match the room, yo. That's
Mhm.
really what it was, yo. Her energy, like Billie Eilish, bro, she has a certain type of aura around her, and that aura brings a certain type of energy. And you have to be in the mood to receive her energy. So it's like I don't really know too much about her performing, but I can just about guarantee what she did for the Grammys is probably on the line of what she normally does at her shows. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that to any Billie Eilish fans, but it just felt like she was the wrong artist at the wrong time. That's what it felt like. Or she should have performed another song. You know what I
That's what I
mean?
think. That's
I
honestly what
just
I
don't.
think.
I, yeah, I just think that the song that she chose to perform didn't meet the vibe of the room, and you can kind of like feel it. But as far as her performing, I don't know too much about her performing, and I come up on Janet Jackson, Madonna, even Britney Spears to get out there and break it down on stage. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
come from the era of performers. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown was a younger. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Usher, Michael Jackson. Like we come from an era of performance. So like, where's you got to do more than this? Like shake your ass. You got to do more than just um sit behind a microphone. Like I went to Alicia Keys concert, one of my favorite artists, but she gives me one of the worst concerts of all time, bro. She sits behind a piano the whole time. She does
Oh,
nothing to engage the crowd, but
okay.
she's a musician. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're looking to be engaged, if you're looking for a performance, then Alicia Keys is not the show for you. But if you want to go hear live bands, live musicians playing live shit and getting it in, then she's perfect for you. And that's what I'm saying about Billie Eilish. I don't know if that's how she performs. If she just stands behind the
Yeah.
mic or if she jumps around or I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just felt like the song itself didn't match the vibe of the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a link to when she performed at the Grammys year before last. She performed a song with more energy and it was fire. It was super dope. Um, and I've seen her perform songs that have a bit more energy. Like that song isn't really a energy, so it's a phenomenal song, but it doesn't have a lot of
It's a
energy.
great
So it's
song.
probably a tough song to sing, especially as the opener. That was probably a tough spot.
Yeah, you gotta
Um,
set the mood, right? You gotta
yeah,
set the
yeah,
mood,
yeah,
right? Like you can't have like if you have a like nighttime, your girlfriend come over the house and y'all about to do some nighttime things. You gonna play some Marvin Gaye, bro. You're not gonna play no gospel. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, you're not, you know what I mean? So it's like she had an opportunity to set the mood for the room, but the mood was different from what she was doing. The energy was different. So it kind of like dragged a little bit. And it did sound like they did have a little bit of mic trouble. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So
All right, so let's talk Beyonce, man. Big moment, man. She finally got it. Firstly, she got the country album of the year, so she got that one. And then she got the big one. She brought home album of the year for
album of the
California
year.
Carter, her first album of the year. So, what do you think, man? How was you feeling when you saw that?
This how I feel. All that great music she get, and she went album of the year for this shit. That's how I felt. I swear, bro. I swear, bro. Beyonce has had like one of the greatest careers. Now, that's how I felt. Like she should have been won this award, bro. Like this is, you know what I mean? But then I look at like the field. And I'm sitting there looking like the Billie Eilish album is right there. Like I just felt like they gave it to her this time because they didn't give it to her in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when the referee missed a call in the NBA, he
Right.
come right down and call another touch foul on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
missed that call, so I got to make up for it. This was a makeup award for her. Billie Eilish by far had the best album of the year, but um, her winning country, I don't listen to enough country music to know if she had the best country music album. So
Right,
I'm, you know what? I'm gonna just take their word for it. I'm gonna let that
right.
go. But album of the year, I just felt like they just gave it to him. Like we should have been gave you this award maybe twice, but we didn't. And here's a year. And look, you did do something different. You did do something monumental. It is a huge, gigantic project, you know. So, you know, we can give it to you this time. We'll let you get it this time because we should have been gave it to you. So if there's any year that we can give it to you, you know what I'm saying, then we will give it to you in the future because we should have gave it to you. And this was the year of the future that they could slide her in. I don't think it was the best album. Like I said, Billie Eilish had the best album by far, but I'm not mad at it because she should have been got it. I don't think she deserved it this year, but I think she deserved it in years past. So I'm not mad at her winning it though.
So I okay, I kind of disagree with you, but I kind of agree with you as well. So like obviously I agree with you that she did not have the best album. The Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft was without question the best album there.
That's the
I don't
best
even
album.
I don't even think she had the second best album. I think the Chaperone was the second best album. I'm not sure she had the third best album because I don't know. The Sabrina Carpenter might have been the third, honestly. Like it's close. Like, I think it's like, yeah, it's neck and neck. So she might not have had the third best. Um, but like like for me, like I'm looking at it like if we look at just the feel of the night, right? Like we saw Alicia Keys get honored. You know, we saw Doechii
Mm-hmm.
win Rap Album of the Year. You know, we seen Kendrick
Mm-hmm.
Lamar win the Record of the Year, Song of the Year. Like there was a real theme of the night, and there's absolutely no way in hell you can end that theme of the night with a white girl getting Album of the Year. I hate to make it about race because it should be about the music. Like it should be about the music, but there's just no way you can end the night like that. You just can't. Um, you just can't. And again, I hate to make it about Ray because it should be about the music. And like you said, Billie Eilish
It
had the
should be
best
about the
album,
music.
but
Yes.
that night had to end with Cowboy Carter with the
With the
album of the
Queen,
year,
yeah,
without question.
the biggest black artist running it, right?
It has to be. It just has to
You know
be.
what I mean?
Yeah, and another thing is that I have heard a lot of Billie Eilish fans that are like crushed about it because she actually didn't win any awards. She went home empty-handed that night, which is a travesty for
That's
sure.
crazy. That's
It is.
crazy. That is
It is.
crazy.
It is, man. She didn't get anything. But the thing I want to say to my fellow Billie Eilish fans is that I think that it is a great thing that she did not get album of the year because had she gotten the album of the year that night, there will be a whole lot of venom being thrown at her right now that she would not deserve. They
Yes.
would like
Yes.
when Harry Styles won album of the year over Beyonce, you had these crazy beehive people in the audience yelling, heckling the man while he trying to accept his award. Like the biggest moment, one of the biggest moments of his life, I'm sure, is getting ruined by people running their mouths in the stands because Beyonce didn't win. So imagine if Billy had won that. It would have been the same thing. So
It would have been, and
I
you know she be dealing with shit too. You know what
right,
I mean? She be dealing with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? That she's the last person that they need to be jumping on. So I'm definitely
exactly.
with that.
Exactly. So I'm honestly happy she didn't get it. I knew she wasn't, but I'm happy she didn't get it. It would have been bad for her. So I'm happy she didn't get it. It doesn't matter. The award shows are award shows. Doesn't change anything. That album is still going to be in my rotation. You know, whether it's the album of the year at the
Yep,
Grammys or not.
yep,
So it's whatevs. But yeah, I
yep.
can't. That night couldn't end with her winning the award. Just couldn't.
And another thing I'm happy is like when you said happy that Billie Eilish didn't win. Like Billie Eilish, like her music comes from a place of a lot of her music comes from a place of disappointment. You know what I mean? Like she been hurt, she been betrayed, she been scarred. So like they might have put her in a position in a headspace where she about to make some fire. Oh my God. She is probably in the studio with her brother as we speak, bro. As we speak. I hope it doesn't get her sad because like I say, she'd be dealing with shit, right? I ain't gonna go into detail, but you just look her up and research her. She'll tell you. Listen to her music. She'll tell you. But I hope she don't get down on herself. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, I wasn't good enough. I hope it sparked a fire in her. Like, oh man, fuck you niggas. Y'all ain't with me at Grammy. All right, now I'm gonna write some shit and sing some shit
Yeah,
that you ain't gonna have no choice but to give me the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? So I hope she uses it as fuel and it doesn't like knock her off of her high horse. I need her to stay on her high horse and just use it as fuel so we can win next year. You know what I'm saying? I love Billy, man.
yeah, yeah. And like she won album of the year for her first album. Her second album to me deserved it as well, and she lost that one to John Batiste. And like most people think she got snubbed on that one. So as she got snubbed on that one, she came back with this one. So you could be on to something with that for sure, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to what else
Yeah.
she can do, man. Because Hit Me Hard and Soft was incredible. Um,
Look, and what you what? We only 23. What you like,
yeah,
23,
something like
24?
that. Yeah, something like that.
Like we
Yeah,
only 23, 24 going at Beyonce and all these other niggas, man. Team
yeah,
Eilish, man.
yeah.
I'm on Eilish Island, man. I'm on Eilish Island, man.
I'm right there with you, brother. Um,
Yeah, bro.
Taylor Swift went home empty-handed as well. Was that a surprise to you?
Um, she deserved to go home empty-handed. I told you how I felt about this album. I think this is,
Mhm.
even though she gave us 150,000 songs on it, it's still like it's her least impressive work. I don't think she deserved it. I don't think I don't unless the field absolutely sucks. I'm not gonna I'm not I'm not gonna reward you for your least impressive work. Now, like I said in our previous videos, the average artist, this is their greatest piece of work. The average pop artist, the average pop singer, this is the greatest shit. But if you scale this album by the history of Taylor Swift, like man, this shit ain't really that impressive. She has far better impressive work. And I think she needed to go empty handed. The same reason why Billie Eilish. Yeah, I'm Taylor Swift. Anything I drop go good. Anything I drop go gold. Anything I drop, I'm gonna get a waterfall. You ain't getting nothing this time, Taylor. She gonna shake it off part two. She gonna come back and shake it off part two. I'm telling you, bro. And it's gonna be more potent, bro. So I just don't think she deserved one this year. She's still my girl. I'm still a Swiftie. I still support her. Fuck Travis Kelsey though. I hate the Chiefs. But this was her least impressive. This was the least impressive that I've ever been with Taylor Swift on an album. And she gave me a bunch. It was a bunch of her on the album, and I still wasn't as impressed as I was in previous years. So does it shock me that they let the darling go home without a Grammy? A little bit, because she is like America's darling. But at the same time, I don't think she deserved it. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 1,000% with you. I thought she might get one for video of the year because I thought the Fortnite video was pretty dope. So I thought she might get it for video of the year, but that also went to Not Like Us. So she couldn't get that one either. I also think that the Torture Poets Department, I think it's probably separate videos. I don't want to go crazy on this video about it, but I think I might like the album a little better than you, a little more than you, I should say. I'm with you though. I don't think it's an impressive piece of work, but man, like the more I listen to it, because I did the review on it, I think I gave it a 5. I think I stand by that 5,
Five
but
out of
like
five.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 5.
No,
Oh,
5
five
out of
out of
10.
10. Okay.
5 out of 10.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Phew.
yeah. And like I like, but the more I like listen to it more and more, and really like dove into like a lot of the lyrics and what she was saying on there, like it's all right. Like I think the biggest problem with it is its length. It's just too long, and like it does drag after a while. But it's a lot of good songs on there, like in because it's two parts, both parts. Like it's a lot of quality music in there. Again, I don't think it was deserving of this award at all, and I agree with you that she should have went home empty-handed. It wasn't really, and it
This
wasn't a
time.
smash. Yeah, and it wasn't a smash. Like when Taylor Swift dropped an album, man, like you feel it. Like you feel it. When Midnight's came out, you felt it. Like it was an earthquake when Midnight's came out. When Folklore came out, man, it was an earthquake. Like that when it dropped, you knew. 1989 goes without saying. Like when that dropped, man, it was
That
the
goes
whole
there, yo.
world.
That yo. Listen, listen, listen. 1989, bro. Like, bro, that's the one. That's
Yeah.
the one.
With this one,
And I
man,
don't think it was a bad album. I
right.
don't think it was a bad album. I just, if I scale it on a scale of, like I say, the average pop artist, you just had your greatest piece of work, probably. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like the average pop artist, they just, like Kesha. Remember they come and go. Pop stars, they come and go. Kesha and all of them. This would be their greatest work. But when I listen to Taylor Swift, it's like watching Floyd Mayweather. I expect greatness. You know what I'm saying? I expect cream of the crop every time. And it is hard. It is
Yeah.
hard to just come up with like where she put herself at. It is hard to keep reaching up there. It's hard to just do that shit time after time again. And I feel like not that it's a bad album, but it doesn't like meet the I hate to say it, but it doesn't meet the criteria of a Taylor Swift album
I agree.
because a Taylor Swift album from start to finish, no skips. You might repeat a couple songs. You might have to run it back and make sure she said what she said about Kanye. You know what I mean? But it can play from start to finish. But this, like, I got bored with this album after a while. It felt like, all right, Taylor, God
Yeah.
damn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've never was bored with Taylor before. And like I said, it's not a bad album, but if we just compare it to our previous work, it's not that impressive.
Yeah. I
She has
agree.
some great work. It's kind of like the gift of the curse. You know what I mean? So
I agree. I agree. I think she came off really likable at the Grammys though, man. She was dancing not like us, and she when Beyonce won, she like toasted the wine glass toasted Jay-Z. So I thought it was pretty dope. I thought she was pretty likable there for people that can't stand her. I don't think how you could hate her
she
that
was
night.
dancing and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody said her name and she was dancing to her name being called and shit.
yeah,
Like, look at
yeah.
Taylor.
She was
What
so
the
drunk,
fuck?
man. That liquor was calling, man.
Yeah, she was definitely drunk,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Or it could have been, or because you're supposed to know the Grammy winners know. It could have been a situation where though the Grammy winners know when they're gonna win before the show, right? So she knew she wasn't gonna win, so she
I don't
probably
think so.
acted out a little bit for some
I don't
attention.
think.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think don't the Grammy winners know before they win? Don't they tell
No.
them?
Mm-mm.
Oh, all
No.
right.
You
I
see how
thought they
you see how
told the
sur-
Grammy winners before
no,
they win.
you see how surprised she was when she won country albums. Beyonce was like
Man,
crazy
they
shocked.
always, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was a part of Hollywood, like they acting surprised.
I mean, if it is, I don't know. I mean, if it is, I don't know that. But yeah,
I don't know,
overall,
bro.
overall, man, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was dope. I know I always have fun with the Grammys. I know everybody hates it, but I always have fun with it, man. Just because like it gives you an opportunity to really like branch out and listen to more stuff, because I did a video
Right.
about the Grammys in terms of like what we can do to improve it. And like the main thing that I said was I just felt like, the biggest thing we can do to improve the Grammys is on the consumer. Like, because we have the ability to stream music, like we don't have to just complain. We can go listen to the music. You know what I mean? You can't just say this album should have
Right.
won. The one I listen to. Listen to all the music. So like once streaming became a thing, I made it a yearly tradition to just bump everything, listen to everything nominated, so I can have a legitimate opinion about it. So I have fun with it every year, man. I hope we can do this again next year. You know, 'cause it's a lot of fun. I just like
Yeah,
listening to
bro.
like hella music, man. So yeah, appreciate you joining.
And this was
Don't
the first year. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you sent me that list, like Sabrina Carpenter.
yeah.
Like what the hell is this man talking about? Like he want me to listen to Chaperone? Like I'm like, yo, Carpenter is dead. Like I'm a
Yeah,
Sabrina Carpenter fan now. Like and I would have never listened to that shit if I wasn't covering the Grammys with you. So
exactly.
yeah, bro, we definitely gotta do this every year, bro. We gotta do this
Yeah,
every year, bro. Grammys 2025, 26 coming next year, man. For real.
absolutely. Absolutely, man. So yeah,
GNX,
appreciate
GNX gonna win everything next year. It's gonna win album of the year. It's gonna win rap album of the year. GNX gonna win everything.
uh, uh I don't know, man.
Ugh, ugh. And
Hey,
that's
Kendrick
one
is over.
basic. Listen, hey yo, I just want to say this one thing about GNX, yo. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Good.
Either everything, it's either a bunch of stuff went over my head, or that's a pretty basic ass album. There's a lot of basic bars. There's a lot of basic bitch bars in that album, bro. For it to be a Kendrick Lamar album, it's a lot of basic bars. So either he's talking to somebody in code and it went over my head, or that shit is just basic. I
I
show
think
up on your block and I left off the dots. Like, come on, Kendrick don't even rap like that. It's always intricate. This album wasn't intricate. I feel like this the same way I feel about GNX is the same way I feel about Taylor Swift album. Like, bro, it's not that impressive if I scale it by Kendrick Lamar.
okay. Okay. I think the Taylor Swift album is a little bit better than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm
I
saying?
got
Like,
you. I got you. I
yeah, the
got you.
Taylor, yeah. The Taylor Swift is definitely better, but I just didn't really. But it's gonna win everything next year,
It,
just
it
because
may.
not
It
like
may.
us is doing it.
Yeah, it may. All right, man. Anything to add?
Nah, man, we did what we did. We had fun. Like you know what we do when we in here, man.
No doubt. So we closing the chapter on the Grammys, and it's gonna be a lot more interesting stuff to the channel, man. I think if we can really chop it up about some interesting music, man. So it's some interesting things to come, man. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for sure.
Stay tuned.
All right, man. Appreciate you doing this, man.
Peace.
Peace, man.